29. Whoa, I am live. Welcome, everyone, to the Red Rocket 250. Did not realize that my mic was unmuted. But are you ready for the Cup Series here tonight? As we've had a couple of little technical difficulties going on here before we get this race started. Josh having a little bit of issues with his SDK, so we're getting everything situated. But welcome everyone to the Red Rocket 250. As it looks like we've got 29 drivers out here on the track tonight, so going to be a lot of fun as we're here at the Talladega Superspeedway for the last time this week. It's going to be really fun to see these Cup boys start to get it underway, but it's going to be really sad to see these boys get it done. So, really one of those things, like we said, just not don't want to see the race, don't want to see the race end, but we definitely want to see it get here because we want to see how awesome it's going to be, if it will be able to equal up to the last couple of races. So, as we're here tonight, 79 degrees on the track, 36% humidity. Is like I said, that is terribly, terribly wrong for a day in Alabama. Normally, that humidity is about 90% all the time. Partly cloudy though, 8-mile-an-hour wind with 100-mile-an-hour track temperatures. It looks like right now David Farmer currently set himself on the fastest lap. David Sheets currently set himself third. Austin Allen in that second place. So Matt Kemp right now on his way out. See if Matt Kemp has anything to say for these boys, as we know he is currently battling in that points position right behind his teammate Zach Nichols, who is currently leading. So Zach Nichols, Matt Kemp in that 1-2 position. Then Gabriel Ellison going to be in third. So the Lucky Duck Motorsports 77 going to have to really put in some work if he's going to get up here and start dicing it up with these boys. But Mikey Neal Jr. going to be in that fourth spot. Brandon Holder fifth. Matt Grenier going to be in sixth. Matthew Lee 7th, Wyatt Brackett 8th, Frankie Barroso 9th, Alex Huffman 10th, Douglas Newbigging in 11th, Mo Abbott in 12th. David Farmer going to be in 13th, Scott Fritz 14th, Adam Lancaster 15th, Morgan Bard is going to be in 16th, Justin Winters 17th, Ryan Campbell 18th, Brian Terry 19th, and Edward Shear going to round out that 20th. But right now, Morgan Bard is sitting on that bubble in that 16th position. We'll see if he can set himself up better here tonight, or if he'll be able to set himself up for a win. We know that 21 has really been setting up some good lap times here these last couple of nights, setting himself up into the top position here, these last couple of races, excuse me. So Morgan Bard trying to really set himself out in that 21. We'll see if he sets himself up any better in that third position. Currently, right now, looks like he's slowing down, so going to have to see. Yeah, that's going to be his second lap. So Morgan Bard going to set himself in that third position, about 1/100th of a second behind David Farmer. And then also in that same lap time as Austin Allen. So right now, Mo Abbott, Matt Kemp currently out on track. I want to say Frankie Barroso and Scott Fritz, who was a lot of the drivers we're hearing was in that Xfinity race last night. Frankie Barroso, want to say, got on that third place. He was, I have to go back here and look at my championship points for Xfinity and see those last couple of drivers. Yeah, it's Frankie Barroso and Scott Fritz. So Frankie Barroso got second place last night, and then Scott Fritz got on that third podium position. So Scott Fritz, Frankie Barroso looking to do a repeat of last night. You heard them say last night they got a lot of practice set up for, or they were getting a lot of practice in the Xfinity cars to set themselves up for tonight. So we'll see if Scott Fritz and Frankie Barroso, Mo Abbott can do anything in that coast-to-coast team, or if Dylan Butler also can do anything.
Qualifying. It's going to be a good night here tonight, Chris. Thank you everybody for stopping by here tonight. Was having a little bit of issue with my my live timing app, saying I wasn't a member, so I had to go through and reset my computer, get it to work all great and good, and now we're ready to go. And that scared the crap out of me. I forgot we were in qualifying. Saw him pulling onto the bottom lane. Saw a car in the bottom lane going fast. When you switch right there, I don't know why I thought we were about to see a wreck. It just shows you how out of it I am right now. Look at Mo Abbott.
Man, that 3 just looks so good. So good to see that old throwback 3 Goodrich Plus. That throws back some memories right there. Especially here at Talladega. Definitely seen that 3 Goodrich Plus machine turn a couple of good laps here at Talladega. So we'll see if Mo Abbott can channel that inner Earnhardt Sr. and pull out a good finisher tonight.
You've seen the Goodrich return for sure, Chris. Earn on its lid right there, too, coming past the start-finish line.
Yes, I did. I was actually sitting here in the crowd in 1996 whenever Dale Earnhardt flipped. It was off the front bumper of, actually, Ernie Irvan spun Sterling Marlin into Dale Earnhardt Sr. right after the start-finish line. I was sitting right there when it happened. I watched, his car, Senior's car, stopped right in front of where we were sitting, and it was definitely an interesting day. I had never heard so many F words in my lifetime. My dad's over here screaming, "Yeah, Sterling Marlin," because at that time we weren't a Senior fan, but he's over, "Yeah, Sterling," and everybody's screaming at my dad. It was definitely not fun for my 7-year-old brain, but it was definitely a lot of fun now that I look back on it.
NASCAR, man, it's a beautiful sport. It's a beautiful sport. Well, it looks like we're about ready to go here. Qualifying is over. We got a handful of drivers not qualifying here tonight, but still will take to the grid. As it looks like we have some drivers gridding up. We'll wait a moment, let some more cars get in, and we will go through your qualifying grid here tonight. 29 cars, and we do got some Truck Series drivers here in the Red Rocket 250. I know that's all Jason talking about. We got some Truck Series drivers using their one-offs to race here tonight. So we're going to see some guys dishing out with some of these boys that are putting it on the absolute limit every week. It's going to be fun to see how they're going to maintain, how they're going to manage some of these drivers starting their Bluegrass career here early and already getting that Cup Series start. That's what you like to see. I love that Bluegrass gives them the opportunity to, at least get a start. Sometimes, too, depending on the track, man. You just, you don't know the situation, and that's what you love to see is these guys from the other series getting their hand to show their potential and, other cars. But it looks like we do have majority of our grid started up. I say that. It looked like David Farmer was in. It was just where you were sitting on his camera and you were switching. There he goes. All right, here we go. Now we'll go ahead and get to your grid as that Toyota Camry. Bad, fast Toyota. That 84, David Farmer, and the Track Racer. Number 84, going to sit himself on pole position here tonight. Austin Allen in that number 27 Crown Royal Ford Mustang going to line up in P2. Morgan Bard, we know he is been fast these past couple weeks. That 21 going to line up in P3. Scott Fritz picked up a podium last night and a good finish in the Xfinity race. He's going to start P4. You see those nice yellow gloves on that steering wheel. David Sheets in that 06 machine, the LNS Customs 06, going to start in that P5 spot. Doug Newbigging going to start here tonight in that Natalie's Orange Juice P6 with Michael Sturgill Jr. in that P7 position in that PS Button Boxes Chevy Camaro. Then it's going to be Brandon Holder in that BK Paint 31 starting in number 8 position with that number 9 spot going to that 77 of Gabriel Ellison with 11th. No, 10th to go into Mike Neal. Timing got really out of sorts there. 11th going to Jimmy Allen, with 12th going to Daytona winner Matt Kemp. Multiple winner this season, not just Daytona, but we know he's got the speed on the Superspeedway. Look for Matt Kemp. It looks like that was Wyatt Brackett or Mo Abbott taking as we're going to see Mo Abbott lining up in that 13th position here tonight. 14th, I want to say, is going to be that Frankie Barroso machine. And you're going to see Dustin Slider in that 15th position with Alex Huffman, who he's the one who took the EOL. Was going to start in that 18th spot. He's going to now line up in 28th. 18th is going to go to Dylan Butler. Oh, Dylan Butler just went to pit road, yeah. So Justin Winter's now going to be promoted to 18th. We got drivers moving all over the place. And then we'll just get through the rest of your field here. Adam Lancaster, Zach Nichols, they're going to be starting in that 17th, 18th position. You're going to see Matt Grenier, Taylor Peacock, Brian Terry, Christopher Blanchard, Alex Healy, One of the guys that almost got it done in the Truck Series race the other night. One of the guys in that big 4 wide. It's good to see Alex out here tonight. We know he was a spotter last night in the Xfinity race. Now he's back in the race car. Good to see him back. CJ Mason, Akamai Proctor, Travis Twitty, David Sheets, and then Alex Huffman. That's going to round out your field. We're going to get to racing here in just a moment. And as the pace car is going to turn left, Red Rocket 250 going to go green here in just one moment. David Farmer, Austin Allen, Chris, I'm going to be on the edge of my seat. 74 laps last night in the Xfinity Series. These boys were racing from the get-go at lap 2. I'm expecting just the same here in the Cup Series tonight. Get those belts tight, driver. Get up on those wheels, because we're about to go racing here at Talladega for the Bluegrass Cup Series. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing, Bluegrass. These drivers are going. 2 wide, obviously, going to be through the field, as it looks like Mikey Dill going to pull to that outside lane, possibly to just maybe back out, try to move his way towards the back of the pack. Looks like that is exactly what that 25 is. And you're going to see the 7 move to the inside lane. Some mixing, some shooting around, some driving, some shaking up some positions. That's exactly what's going to happen on these first 2, 3, 4, 5 laps. These drivers are going to be all out of sorts. So let's just pay attention and watch the show, folks.
Yeah, going to have to see who really gets up into this. You know, you see Scott Fritz still riding that outside lane. We've seen all week long that outside lane really been the dominant lane, so we'll see how long it takes for that outside lane to stack up and start moving. But right now, Morgan Bard on the back bumper of that David Farmer machine. So David Farmer gonna lead at least lap 1 here of the Red Rocket 250. So we'll see how it starts to play out, as it looks like that 27 of Austin Allen really starting to get picked up, as we see the 31 and the 11 gonna be riding that outside lane.
And exactly where the one of Scott Fritz has been, you know, these past 2 nights. Looks like the 27 going to go ahead and take that inside lane. He's just going to give up on that outside lane. But I was going to iterate, you're going to see a lot of these drivers that know they want to be at the front here, want to avoid that mayhem behind them. They're going to try to get up here early and try to control this race. We saw it happen with Jason Collins last night. You know, the other night we saw in the truck race multiple drivers go up there and take the lead. Akamai Proctor, currently sitting in 28. He's just hanging out way at the back. Looks like him and that 8 of Alex Huffman, I heard him talking at the start. They might not have got the best restart together.
As we see Alex Huffman already pulling it down pit lane. Might not have had a good start there from that 8. Looks like he's already pulling it down, but that 1, Scott Fritz, leading that outside lane now. It does look like, I do know that the draft package is a lot different for these Cup cars than the Xfinity's cars. So we'll see if maybe that outside lane's not going to work. You know, we do know that you don't really get a big suck up to the back bumper in these Cup cars like you do in the Xfinity and the truck cars. You get kind of a bubble. So we'll see if that bubble starts to play in, come into play here later on, as you see everybody on that outside lane really starting to fall back now. Scott Fritz looks like he's falling back to that 5th spot right now. That inside lane really single filed out, though. You see him starting to get a little wishy-washy up there. You know, that is something to be looking out for. You know, you can't get into a little bit of dirty air into these corners. So just watch to see if these drivers keep it straight. But right now, it looks like everybody's just kind of single filed out. They know they've got a long race in front of them. They just want to keep it clean.
Ooh. And that aero package changed after the 2021 Joey Logano wreck here at Talladega, where he went on his lid. Said that they were racing, it was going to kill him out there, you know, blah, 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 typical Joey Logano things. Going on his lid at 193, he was like, oh, I'm going to just cancel the sport now. So, you know, they slowed him down a little bit. We got a little bit more of that bubble. You don't get as much of that suck-up. Still, way more of a suck-up than you got in the original next-gen cars when they first hit the platform on the Superspeedways. I've heard they're a lot better now, but, man, it was horrible back then. And, you know, like you said, Chris, you just got to work together on that outside lane, and it looks like they've only got 3 cars up there for these last few laps. I think they're just going to hang out, just keep rolling here, and we'll see that outside lane form up, I'm sure, with a couple cars here, and they're going to get rolling eventually. But right now, it looks like we're just hanging out. What we thought was going to be the Xfinity race last night has turned into the Cup race tonight.
Yeah, that was something that we were actually asking ourselves is how were the Cup cars going to really react? We know they've been changing up the packages on them. If you notice on that inside lane, there's not really tucked up as much as last night with the Cup cars. You saw that lead pack. I can't remember who it was pretty much on the back bumper the entire time. Don't know how he didn't blow his engine on the back bumper of Jason Collins, but he was pushing him the entire time. In these Cup cars, you get a little bit more. Just imagine like a little bit of a bubble in between the front bumper and the back bumper of these cars. That's pretty much what you're going to see here, at least from my perspective of driving. It looks like Scott Britt's starting to get a run on that outside. That outside lane starting to
really form up. We got a car blinking a little bit. That was the 97. That's Alex Healy. Fastest car, though, this past time by. Looks like it's gotten itself sorted out here. As we're going to see that outside lane starting to pick up a run. You saw him down the back straightaway move a little bit down to try to take that draft away, and it looks like Scott Fritz could be promoted to the lead here. With that 31 going to unlink, and Fritz is going to go to the bottom. New leader. If David Farmer gets a bad unlink, that could spin him. Whew. They got a little bit of contact right there, and it looks like Fritz is going to hold it. New leader at the moment. But Brandon, they're wrecking.
Alex Healy around.
Oh, my goodness. We got a lot of cars that got by there.
Looks like a bad bump going into the turn.
Looks like he might not have gotten much damage either.
Looks like the front left had a little bit of a ding on it.
That is before the 10-lap period here in Bluegrass. We'll have to see if any drivers get penalized for that.
Let's go back on board here with Alex Healy, see what happened. See if he just got a bad push going into the corner. I want to say that is the 81 that's on his back bumper.
It's Peacock.
Yeah, right there. Yeah. Just a bad bump in the corner. You see he takes that little bit of rear end damage.
I'm surprised we didn't get more cars linked up in this, man, but look at that. Everybody's going to get by Blanchard. Matt Kemp on the bottom of the track there. Man, great drive by Healy as well. Good save. Really good save there from all of our Bluegrass Cup guys. That just shows you, not taking away from any of our other series, but, I feel like in one of our truck races or city races, we could add a couple more cars there. But that just shows you the experience from these Cup guys, man. Look at that. Getting out of the way, spreading out. You've got freaking Jimmy Allen going through the grass. Everybody get back up. The only guy that's going to take damage, I want to say, was one other driver, and I'm not sure who exactly it was. If we go back to the replay, I'm sure I can make out who it is, but other than that, man, everybody's going to get away pretty much clean out of that, Chris. Peacock will be given the EOL for, the wreck under 10 laps, but we'll see.
It's going to be whoever he goes down into right there.
He hits the 70, and I want to say somebody gets into the outside wall here after the contact.
Maybe the 27. Looks like Christopher Blanchard. Whoa, no, the 27 did not hit the wall.
No, there goes Peacock into the wall.
Okay,
Peacock hit the wall.
Taylor Peacock did hit the wall.
Just a little bit. All right, but it looks like the only other person that is going to take damage out of that is our new leader.
So right now, everybody pretty much coming down pit lane. Only people deciding to stay out was that 70 of Michael Sturgill, who took that big shot on that inside lane. He's going to go ahead and stay out. Gabriel Ellison, Doug Newbigging, Mo Abbott, and Frankie Barroso all going to stay out.
Don't we have a right quarter panel camera to see his damage? Could we possibly get a shot on that? You're on the wrong car. You're on Gabriel. Ooh. There we go. I mean, so it looks like he took that shot behind the passenger fender, not on the door as much. We'll have to see how that's going to hurt that car. Which we're going to get a great example of it. He didn't pit here. He's going to go out to the lead, and if that car has any type of parachute aerodynamic fault, you're going to see it right here, trust me. But while we've got a moment, Chris, I think since we're under caution here, caution's a little lengthy here, we should take just a second to step away, go to a LNS Custom side-by-side, and we'll be right back with you guys and hop into the chat and check in on y'all. So enjoy these Words from our sponsors, and we'll be right back with you.
All right, and we welcome you back from that LNS Custom side-by-side. While we're still under caution as the caution lights are out, I'm going to go ahead and go over to that Facebook and that YouTube chat. I see Alex Healy saying congrats on the pole, Dave. Good to see Alex Healy in that Facebook chat, but pay attention to the race, buddy. I see Bobby Hall Jr. saying go forward with the rock on side. Good to have you, Bobby Hall Jr. And then Chandler Snodgrass saying inside line, Dave. DK Farmer. Good to have you, Chandler, over on that Facebook chat. I see Sarah May saying, let's go, boys. And then Nate Messner saying, let's go, Morgan. Yee, yee. Good to have you, Nate. Number 3 for Dale. I see Aaron Griffith saying, clean racing, boys. Yee, yee. Good to have you. Also, Stephen Nichols, good to have you, Stephen. He says, let's go, No Chance Motorsports. Good to have you. And I see Sarah May saying, hey, my buddies. Hi, Sarah. It's good to have you in that YouTube chat, Sarah. You know, we always love to get to these Wednesday nights, so that way we can always talk to you. So good to have you in that YouTube chat, Sarah. Good to have everybody over on that Facebook, YouTube chat. Hopefully everybody is having a good night tonight, and we can have a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun last night in the Xfinity race, and definitely a lot of fun in the 4-wide finish in the truck race. So we'll see if the Cup boys can really set something up here tonight. As you see the pace cars getting ready to take that hard left-hand turn. The 77 of Gabriel Ellison going to take that inside lane. It looks like the 70 of Michael Sturgill going to take the outside lane. So we're going to have that long, hard draw cross the tribal as the Bluegrass restart zone should be coming up. Green, green, green. Michael Sturgill going to get off to a good jump there. We'll see the 77 of Gabriel Ellison not get off to a good jump, but the 3 of Mo Abbott getting off to a really good jump. Michael Sturgill going to go ahead and pull down on that bottom lane. It's going to leave Mo Abbott out there by himself. Let's see if that 12 of Frankie Barroso going to let Mo Abbott in. He will.
I mean, we do know that 77, the 7, and the 70 all working together, all teammates. Obviously, Sturgill going to get down in front of that 77 there, or they're just hanging their boy out to dry, and that's why I just noticed they all didn't pit. The 3 teammates now out to the lead. That's good to see. The Lucky Ducks taking a little bit of a chance there, and luck's going to come to their side here.
Yeah, the stage break isn't until lap 20, so maybe they're like, you know what, we got the fuel, we got the tires, we'll just stay out here, try to get as many points as we can, just hang out towards the front. So good to see the Lucky Duck boys just sitting out in the front right now, kind of cruising. But right behind them, the Coast to Coast boys, they could make a move at any time. You see Scott Fritz on that outside lane. So Mo Abbott, Frankie Barroso could jump out at any moment, take over the lead. So it's one of those things to watch out for. A lot of setting up. You could see one of Scott Fritz just holding that inside lane up and trying to set up, you know, that pass. Whoa, it's on that back there. Man, Alex Huffman getting all into the wall there with, I want to say, that is Alex Healy, the 97. Man, it looks like they got a really bad corner out of turn 4, or turn 2, excuse me. See Brian Terry right now moving himself up into that 21st position. Good to see Brian Terry moving his way up, as he's one of the drivers that is promoting the race here tonight. Him and I heard just something. Hopefully everything's okay.
Yeah, my steering wheel just fell off the wall. Thank goodness I had my mic muted right there because that was loud.
Yeah,
sounded like I just fell in my room, but that was definitely my wheel just shifted. I have wheels mounted on my
like
wall.
Somebody just fell through the ceiling in my brother's room. Wow. Whoa, Doug Newbigin getting out of line back there. Looks like everybody just getting a little wishy-washy. That outside lane starting to pick up a little bit of momentum now. Just trying to see if Frankie Barroso was going to dive to that outside lane, but it looks like the one of Scott Britt's going to just kind of maybe hold up the line. We could see it here in a second. That's what I'm kind of gathering what could be going on, but we'll have to see what happens. As you see right now, David Farmer has fallen back to that 6th position right now, currently sitting behind that 12 of Frankie Barroso. So those pit stops kind of showed you that it really messed everybody up. One of Scott Britt still hanging on that outside lane. Looks like most of your field did just come down and take fuel only. So everybody's just trying to get a little bit of fuel, but the Lucky Duck team trying to hang out there in that front, just to get those points. But it looks like that outside lane, led by Scott Britt, starting to pick up a little bit of momentum now.
Get you a guy that looks at the looks at you like Scott Fritz looks at the outside lane on a Superspeedway race. That's where that man has been all week. I know I butchered that meme a little bit, but you get the gist. 3 wide here.
Yeah, it looks like Scott Fritz might have had a little bit of incident coming out of turn 4, so him and
Whoa,
the 25
Scott,
Mikey
don't get
Neal.
yourself turned.
Whoa, him and Mikey Neal almost made contact there. They're going to go back down onto that inside lane. We've only got 5 laps to the end of that stage break, so we'll see if they have enough left in them to work that outside lane. Scott Fritz really going to have to work his way back up through the field if he wants to get up here and get this stage win.
And we know that Elite Motorsports group right there, they're not afraid to not necessarily that they would wreck you. They'll put the bumper to you if they have to. And right there for a second, I thought the one of Scott Fritz was gonna get himself turned. Whoa, he pulled up the track in front of Mikey Neal right there too again. I'm pretty sure that 25's saying, hey, I'm ready to get away from this guy. That's just super speedway racing though, man. You get that one lap where you get a little uncomfortable around somebody, it changes your whole demeanor of them. The next thing you know, they're pushing you all the way up to the lead, and you're like, never mind, I kind of like this guy. So
yeah.
that's just plate racing, man. The car gets so wishy-washy, so much air moving when you're running 190 plus. It's just it can be one of those things. It's very awkwardly fun, you know.
Yeah, let's see if they do anything like the Xfinity boys did last night, Josh. We were racing pretty much 3 wide around the track for about 4 laps before the stage break, so it doesn't look like we're going 4 wide just yet, but that outside lane's starting to get a lot more cars built up on it. So let's see. I was going to see if the 3 of Mo Abbott was going to jump to the outside lane, but he's not going to leave his teammate Frankie Barroso back there by himself. So Frankie Barroso, Mo Abbott, and Scott Fritz, we know they've got a lot of practice here. It was a lot of what these guys wanted to do driving these Xfinity cars, was just pretty much wanting to get a lot of team practice underneath them, trying to get just a little bit of situation going under them, to figure out how they were going to set up their passes and stuff. But the Cup cars are a little different. So we're going to have to see how the strategy starts working out. But that outside lane, it pretty much is holding where it's holding at right now, about that 5th position where it's been the whole night.
Got to get wound up. It's like the old Gen 4 restrictor plate cars. That outside lane's got to get wound up. And they've really got to run about a half lane lower. Where that 31's running, every single one of them's got to be about in that lane. They've got to really take that draft off the inside lane. I'm sure they'll do it once we get about a lap here closer to the stage. Maybe. But you see, they're starting to pull down now, and you're starting to see that outside lane make progression. Exactly what I was saying. You got to take that door draft off. It looks like Jimmy Allen, that Ford Mustang, going to get a little bit out of sorts. I want to say he is going to get pulled back in behind Slider. Indeed, he is. This will be the end of the stage next lap. You see that 16 of Jimmy Allen now starting to get a good little run. He's got some help from that Mikey Nill machine.
See if Jimmy Allen looks like he's clear. Jimmy Allen is clear. Wondering if he's going to take it. Maybe trying to pull the 25 around with him.
The outside lane's got a great run right now. Scott Fritz is giving a good pass. The 25 is going to go for it. 16 not going to shut that door all the way. He's going to drag race him back. The 11 is Slider, not there all the way. He's going to get sucked up on the back bumper. We'll see if he gives the push to the 25. Yeah. We could also see a big wreck, Chris. They need to play their cards right here.
Oh, Mikey Nill getting a little loose on that bottom.
Yeah. 16 washing high. But he's going to get a big run here. The 11 getting a big push to the 25 here all the way through. Big block. Scott Fritz to the outside. It looks like Jimmy Allen's got it, though. And he does. Great move there at the end. Jimmy Allen going to pick up your stage. Get him woed down, boys. Let's get him back down pit road. Great stage racing.
Yeah, so right now, Jimmy Allen, he was leading that outside lane, so maybe not wanting to make that move just yet. You saw him coming through the tribal. He did shut that door on Mikey Nill. So Jimmy Allen setting himself up right there in that position to kind of confuse him. You know, maybe thinking that he was going to stay on the outside lane, but man, it he just cut down in front of him, and you saw it. Jimmy Allen taking that stage break. So we'll have a word with him as soon as he gets down pit lane, and we'll get him up in here and have a word from Jimmy Allen, who hasn't really been in a lot of the races these past few weeks. So it's good to see Jimmy Allen back in here and showing that he's still got it in him.
Indeed, man. Wasn't he? He was one of the Final Four contenders last season.
Yes, he was. I always say that that good looking Greg Biffle, Ted Musgrave throwback on that 16, man. I just love the way it looks.
I'm thinking we might be having a tie for second place here, legitly. Can you go back to the stage break?
Give me 1 second.
Were they that close? Oh! They haven't said a single word. I want you to realize that.
Yeah, they are pretty much in the same spot, Josh. So second place looks like it was pretty much a tie.
So, are me and you the only thing that saw what happened between the 11 and the 27?
Don't know.
Like,
looks like Mikey Nill gonna win the race off pit road, though. Jimmy Allen gonna come out in 4th, Morgan Bard 5th, and Doug Newbig in 6th. Looks like everybody's still sitting down pit lane. You're gonna see that 27 sitting down pit lane. Looks like Dustin Slider coming out right now. Yeah, I wonder if anybody else saw what happened there. It looks like the 11 just...
I mean, obviously, the fans saw it, but, like... I mean, I guess, what can they really do? They both wrecked under... Excuse me, what? Oh, yeah, sorry, stage winner. I was listening to... Jason was asking what happened over race control. No, I wasn't just... I was just making sure Everything was good, but yeah, no, we're gonna go ahead and bring in Jimmy Allen and have a word. If I can find him, there he is. Obviously, Jimmy Allen with Austin Allen in the Allen Racing channel. So hard to find that. We're gonna go ahead and bring up Jimmy. Have a word with him. Gonna get a word with one of our Bluegrass OGs. Jimmy Allen, Chris, and Josh up here in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, we doing, guys?
Doing fantastic, man. Well, it's good to see you back out here on the track, Jimmy. And got to say, coming back and doing a great job so far. A great move right there at the end to pick up the stage win here at Talladega, the stage 1 win. And man, how you going to replicate the success going forward? And what are you guys looking for as we get into some green flag racing here in just a moment?
Just hoping that it stays exciting, but just not too aggressive. That was enough excitement for a stage win in my mind. So we'll just keep plugging along here, and it's the same plate racing we've had for a couple of years now, it seems like, and or a couple seasons, I should say. So everybody knows what they have to do. It's just a matter of executing it. Luckily, I got in a position where I could execute what I wanted to do and didn't have to really worry about what others were doing.
Yeah, I was gonna ask real quick, Jimmy, how's the aero? Is it like it's normally been? There's a bubble and you can't get sucked up to the back bumper all the way.
Position. I've been in position basically to where I haven't had to really feel that bubble. I've been able to suck up pretty good, but it's still there. If you don't have anybody pushing you, then the bubble's still there. But you can get fairly decent runs. It's just a matter of knowing where to put the car next to the guy below you or above you to kind of continue the run. That's the secret to this whole deal.
All right. Well, I was just asking real quick. We see the pace car getting ready to go into turn 3, so we'll go ahead and get you back down to your channel, Jimmy. But congratulations on that stage 1 win, man, and hopefully we'll be having a word with you here in a little bit.
Appreciate you guys.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you. Right, and that was Jimmy Allen. Good to have a word from him, Chris. Been a minute since we've had the privilege of speaking to Jimmy, man. One of those guys that made it all the way to the Final Four last season and had an unfortunate race at Phoenix. I want to say he was one of the ones that got involved in a wreck early, wasn't he?
I do believe he was. We see right now Mikey Neal going to be leading that outside lane.
All right, well, with Mikey Neal Jr., Scott Fritz bringing the field back to green, we're going to give you a chance to turn those volumes up, get some great side-by-side racing action here with the beautiful sights and sounds brought to you by L&S Customs. The Red Rocket 250 is going green, and we're going to an L&S Customs loud pedal. So enjoy these sights and sounds, and we'll be right back with you here in just a moment. and we welcome you back from that LNS Customs Loud Pedal. Did you see the field? Starting to get bunched up here a little bit. Now is that one of Scott Fritz is on the outside lane here. Did you see that 16? And then also, I want to say that's the 11 of Dustin Slider it is. Because they're going to be heading that outside lane though. But up here in the front, it's still Brandon Holder, Morgan Bard, Mike Young Jr., and Doug Newbigging. Gabriel Elliston, that'll be your top 5. You see that 81 of Taylor Peacock. But one of Scott Fritz going to move himself to that bottom lane here. Down the back straightaway, it looks like our top 5, top 6 cars are just kind of stagnant here. Just going to run that single file. And Chris, you know what it's like here at Talladega. You've been in multiple races here. Me and you raced multiple races here together. But, you know, you've had more of that league experience here. So, as a driver's mentality, what do you think's going through their head here at lap 32? Still got about 60 laps to go. Well, what's that mentality? How are you taking this race here, lap by lap?
Also, yeah, Josh, want to point out real quick to everybody watching on the Facebook, YouTube, did have a little bit of a hiccup there. I did hear Josh's voice lagging a little bit, so sounds like we are having a little bit of an issue with the Discord again, and maybe the internet going a little crazy here. So if you do see it blinking a little bit, do apologize about that, Josh. But to answer your question, man, you know, it's one of those things where, you know, I won, you know, me and you, we won a cup race here in these cars, actually, you know, I want to say in the end of 2020 was when that happened. Me and you got first and third, I want to say it was. And then, you know, I actually won a league race here in the Xfinity cars in the league that I was in that ran on Thursdays. And, man, I'm going to tell you what, it's one of those things, like you said, with 60 laps to go, you really have to pick and choose when when you make your passes, when you make your moves. You know, right now, these guys, you know, you see, go back here, you will see, you know, right now, you know, people like Justin Winters, Alex Huffman, Wyatt Brackett, you see they're about 5 seconds off of pace. We're going to go on board here. You see right in front of them. There's no real cars in front of them until we get down into the, you know, into the back straightaway. Then you can see them about 5 seconds out. What these guys are doing are pretty much right now just holding their pace. If anything happens up in front of them, they're going to be able to get out of the gas, and they'll be able to, you know, save their race car. That's a good, smart move. Not staying too far off of pace. That is a really good, smart move.
Whoa,
you know.
Matt Kemp and Zach Nichols on the move right now. They are big moving, Chris. I just started going through the field here, and I saw the 54 and the 44 absolutely flying. They are linked up, two-car tandem like it's 2011. Man, these boys are moving.
Yeah, it looks like an old school NASCAR race out there. These boys are just pushing up on that outside lane.
That's me and you right there, Chris. Yeah. That's how me and you get one of the super speedways. I remember me and you were racing one time in a super speedway race, and the guy said, "Oh no, the brothers are in here. Might as well back out." They didn't even know us. It was just funny. We had bad last names and we were the same, you know. They knew what was happening. Hey, but me and Chris are those guys at the super speedway. When it comes to the white flag, it doesn't matter. It does not matter. We're going to go out there. Yeah, we'll wreck each other for the win. We're going to help each other until that last second. When I know I got to pull out, I'm pulling out. And, you know, other than that, it's a good race so far. It's good to see that 44 and that 54 starting to come to life here with 60 to go and saying, all right, maybe we should get up here and show our name a little bit tonight. Matt Kemp, Zach Nichols on the move. They got Jimmy Allen, David Farmer. And just as I was about to say, oh, we're all single file up here, they're just rolling stagnant. Matt Kemp, Zach Nichols got to influence everybody to do all the racing up here. There we go.
Whoa, looks like Morgan Bard.
We got a block.
Yeah, Morgan Bard going to drive up to the top lane and block. The 54 going to keep pushing him. Man, oh man, the 54 Matt Kemp and the 44 Zach Nichols, really good push there.
I just realized the 44 is still in a Toyota. That's what I like.
But he's got the right number.
Yeah.
I want to say that was the Xfinity that he picked the wrong car in.
No, that was last week in this. Remember, he was running the Kyle Busch car.
Oh, yeah, you are correct. But he's got the right skin on it, so maybe he decided to go with that Toyota.
Yeah, you know, we finally reskinned that 18 Kyle Busch car. But it's a nice looking scheme, man. I want to say it's still Mountain Dew, but it's very, very nice. I can't really... Yeah, it is. That's a very colorful scheme. And you know me, Chris. I love those colorful schemes.
Whoa, big wreck back in the back.
We've got a wreck in the back. You were talking about the guys back there.
Looks like they were the ones that caused the issue.
What just happened?
Looks like David Sheets involved
You
in
know,
it.
Twitty is so glad he's 13 seconds off pace right now.
Dustin Slider involved in it. Dylan Butler also getting it. Yeah, you see right now Brian Terry, Travis Twitty pulling their way up. So we're going to have our first actual caution here. It'll be the second technically, but the first caution under green flag
Nope,
conditions.
we had Alex Healy go around.
Okay, so the third caution. Okay, I do apologize. I forgot about that one. We'll go back here and see what
I think
happened.
it's going to be blamed on Dylan Butler. Let's see.
Oh, that is way too far back. We'll go on board here now. You're right on board here with Dylan Butler. No. Was not Dylan Butler. Looks like Dylan Butler was just in the wrong place at the wrong time. Looks like a
Unless he asked for an EOL, that might have been an EOL.
Big push there. It looks like
a been EOL for him getting blown up or something. Like the 11 was who got out of sorts. Who was that? Lancaster?
Yeah, it looks like Adam Lancaster. Big push there. Yeah, just a big push from Adam Lancaster.
Oh yeah, that's why the 95 got, or the 96 got the EOL, because he is blown up. Wyatt Brackett calling it tonight. His car's taking the hauler. We might see Butler do the same here, depending on if he just wants to hang out and watch, or if he decides to take it to the hauler as well. Which obviously that car probably done. The 06 LNS Customs car of David Sheets going to take a massive shot as well. It looks like he is not going to. Oh yeah, he is messed up.
Looks like everybody pretty much coming down pit lane minus Alex Healy and David Farmer right now.
How's Healy got his damage sorted out since his first incident? Looks like Butler did just call it a night, Chris. Still looks like he's got a little bit of hood damage. But that's Healy.
Does have a little bit of hood damage on that 97, but like you said, Josh, just unfortunate there. Having a really big wreck going down the backstretch. Just a big old push from Adam Lancaster. No, he wasn't trying to do anything nefarious. We know Adam Lancaster, really good race car driver. Just coming out of the corner, really big push, man. Just, whew, big old shake up there. And as we're under caution, going to go ahead and go to the Facebook and the YouTube page. You're going to have to catch up with a couple of comments. I see Bill Godfrey Jr. saying, go number 70, J.D. McDuffie. Good to have you on that Facebook page. Bill Godfrey, Brian Hogan saying, let's go Alex Healy. Good to have you, Brian. And then I see Adam Stanley saying, like it, number 2, Blanchard. Race it, race it, race it. Good to have you on that Facebook, Adam. Going to go over here to the YouTube page. I see Aaron Griffin saying during that turn it up, saying, crank it up. Let's go 21. Good to have you, Aaron. Nate Messner saying, get him, Lou. Fast Action 99, which is going to be Bryce Hunter saying, like when we were talking about that crossover, he said, that's true. I got crossed over for the lead on Monday. Still sad about that. Man, he did get crossed over really rough there going to the finish line. But, man, that was a good finish there in that truck series, though. 4-wide finish was awesome. I see Dana Proctor in the YouTube chat saying, Proctor, go Ricky Bobby, your dog is watching. So good to have you, Dana Proctor. So Ricky Bobby watching you right now, little shake and bake.
I'm all hyped up on Mountain Dew, kid.
I'm a spider monkey.
I thought I saw Matt Kemp pulling down pit lane. I was about to say, don't tell me he's going back to his old ways.
Speaking of Akamai Proctor,
he's going to come down pit road.
Might be taking a fuel and go because the stage break won't be until lap 45. So maybe trying to set himself up good for the stage break. That 99, we will have another stage break here in 5 laps. So we'll see if that 99 just going to set himself up. Also, that 2 of Christopher Blanchard pulling down pit lane. Just taking, it looks like fuel and go for that number 2. But it looks like maybe taking a little bit of right sides for David Proctor. Akamai Proctor, excuse me, his name's David Proctor in here. So I'm going to probably say that a couple of times. But right now, the pace lights are out. David Farmer, Alex Healy going to be bringing us to the green who have not come down since lap 22. So maybe trying to set themselves up for a good points finish here. That David Farmer machine is.
Yeah, we'll have 5 laps to the stage. So we're just going to see some good hard racing right here. I wonder if they're going to try to top it for top the stage 1 finish.
If it's anything like the Xfinity race, Josh, like we said, those boys last night, they didn't care what lap it was. We were only 10 laps into it, and they were racing like it was the last lap. So the Cup boys, it looks like they're trying to just hold on a little bit longer. But, like we said, it just really comes down to who's going to be patient. That's what really comes into key. Josh was asking me, what's the key to this track? Patience. Patience is the key to Talladega and Daytona. You just have to be patient and set yourself up right, which we saw Jimmy Allen that first stage. He was riding that outside lane. You thought he was going to stay on it. And then coming through the tri-oval, he shut down in front of that 97, or I want to say it was the 97. Whoever was leading that inside lane, man, that's something we were talking about. It's all strategy. You just have to be in the right place at the right time.
Yeah, indeed, man. It's and another thing you've got to always accept at a track like Talladega, Daytona, these super speedway tracks is it's not always your day. It's not always your day. You can give it every single thing you've got, and luck is just not going to go your way. Or drivers aren't going to come with you. Certain people not going to go, pull out and go with you. You get stuck behind certain drivers, or going ways you don't want them to go. Green flag is back out. And, but that's the thing about Talladega, man. You love it, you hate it, all in all. At the end of the day, you just want to win here.
Yeah, let's see if the 54 and the 44 are going to stay back there for too long. As I'm talking about, it looks like everybody's trying to get ready to go on the outside lane. So the teammates on the outside, you've got David Farmer, Morgan Bard, Zach Nichols, and all jumping to that outside lane. Also, it looks like, nope, Alex Healy going to stay on the inside.
Freaking push, man.
Yeah, what a push. Morgan Bard going to go ahead and move himself
all
out
three
into
of
the
those
lead.
No Chance Motorsport guys now in the lead.
Yeah, let's see if the 54 and the 44 are going to try to push their teammate to a win here tonight. We do know the 54 and the 44 have a lot of wins on this season. So, they can just pretty much kind of cruise right now and have a lot of fun. So let's see if that 44 and that 54 are trying to set up for that 21 and help them out. Right now, Zach Nichols has 7 wins. And then his teammate in front of him, Matt Kemp, has 4. So 11 wins between the two of them. And then that 21, let's see here. Morgan Bard has 0 wins. Currently sitting in 16th on that cutoff lane. Whoa,
up into the wall.
Justin Winters up into the wall. He's going to be okay, though.
Darlington stripe it. I think he's just going to Darlington stripe it.
He's okay, though. He's got his teammate behind him. He's going to still have the momentum. He's also got Adam Lancaster with him. If he does fall up a little bit, you will see that.
It looked like him and Jimmy Allen were about to wreck, but the way that camera was just set up there, they weren't close at all. Well, 25 blinking out a little bit.
Mikey Dale blinking out just a little bit. But like we were saying, wonder if Zach Nichols, Matt Kemp just trying to help their teammate, get him secured into that race, because we start at Darlington next week will be the beginning of the top 16. Morgan Bard is currently sitting on that bubble. He's on the outside looking in. Man, look, speaking of the outside looking in, Jimmy Allen on that outside lane all the way up at the top. We are 3 wide.
Woo! Winner's getting loose. He's going to pull back in. He just fit it in there. I know that's his teammate right there probably telling him, come on, come on, come on. Still, I love it. Always gets your hairs raised up on your arm,
Right now, we're coming around to lap 45, so the end of this lap this is lap 44, so we're going to have one more time around. The end of lap 45 will be that stage break, so let's see if that 21, that 54, and 44 can hold on to that lead, or if anybody's going to start pushing up to the outside. It looks like the 31 of Brandon Holder is starting to pull a train of cars behind him. It looks like Brandon Holder, Taylor Peacock on that outside lane.
Kemp wanted to block. Kemp wanted to block.
David Farmer.
Or not Kemp, excuse me, Nichols.
David Farmer going to pull up to the outside, so a lot of drivers on that outside lane now. We could see a big one here. There it
Well,
goes.
There it goes. Healy again. Oh, whoa! Green's going to stay out somehow.
It's off of the racing line. Oh, Alex Healy getting turned. You saw the three of Mo Abbott also involved in that. Unfortunate.
Man. Alex Healy just went on a ride.
Yeah, we'll go back and check that out at the end of this lap.
Oh my goodness. Oh my.
Right now, Mo Abbott, Alex Healy coming down pit lane. Like I said, something was about to get pushy. We were going to see the big one, but it looks like they were just able to keep it out of everything.
That was all driver gut instinct right there, Chris. You just knew. I was thinking it. I just didn't want to say it, but you knew it. As soon as you said it, it happened. And look at that. Zach Nichols pulling out the block, the 84. He's not going to get the run. Man, that's what you hate to see. It's so. No, Scott Fritz. No, he's going to get wrecked again. Field's going to come around to him. Oh.
Oh, David Farmer, Scott Fritz making contact at the line. See if we can go back and see what happened. It looks like, oh, no, it was Brandon Holder gave a big bump there to the 30 or the 84. Right there. Big bump. Send him down into the one. Oh, if he would have just been able to get it around. Looks like everybody going to get around him, though. Oh, big hit there from the one, though. Oh, unfortunate.
Yeah, very unfortunate, man. I hate that for Scott Fritz.
See if we can go back, though.
Morgan is going to pick up the stage win, though. Great teamwork from the 3 no chance guys right there.
Another push from the 31.
It was the Brandon. That makes sense now. What Scott Fritz just said of it. You've wrecked 2 people now. Alex Healy and bad pushes. Name a better combo here at Talladega this week. Watch this freaking ride, man. Oh my goodness. I wonder what that felt like when he was going towards the wall. What do you think was going through his head?
Yeah,
probably things we can't say on live air.
Yeah, probably things we can't say. So see right now, he was turned all the way to the right. He was trying his best to
He was trying to save it. I gotta give it to him. Oh my goodness. Imagine if you're in VR too. That was a gnarly wreck, dude. And then Scott Fritz taking a big shot there at the end of the stage. Oh man.
Looks like everybody's gonna come down pit lane though.
I love and hate stage racing, you know. It's I understand it for, you know, modern day racing in a sense. I still think it looks like we almost had a little bit of contact there. I still think we should have, you know, no stages, but I understand stage racing in its current iteration of the rules. And, you know, to me, it just influences drivers to make risk that they don't usually take early in the race when it really doesn't matter. I get the points. I get the chase. I get all that, you know, the playoff system. I just think it's a little too much risk involved for a couple points, you know. But that's what makes it fun. And we will get to your stage winner here. It looks like, where is the pace car? I don't want to make him have to get on a full hot lap here. Okay, he is called up. So we will go ahead and have a word. I want to say, will this be the first time we've had Morgan in the booth? Not sure. I want to say it will be. If not, I don't want to say it is. But for a stage win, I want to say. Either way, going to bring that 21 up into the Bluegrass booth and have a word with him. Morgan, this is Chris and Josh up in the booth. Do you have a copy, buddy?
10-4, you got me?
Yes, sir, we do. Oh, it sounds like you're getting picked up in game as well.
Oh, yep. Sorry about that, yep.
No, you're good. I'm just letting you know. But, hey, man, you've looked very solid here tonight. And, you know, right there at the end, we saw the teammates really helping. I want to say we saw that 44 go up there and make a little bit of a block, kill that momentum for the 84 David Farmer. Either way, we know you're on the bubble. You picked up the stage win. Are we going for a race victory here tonight to try to get yourself set up into the playoffs?
Yeah, with where we're at in points, it's difficult spot to be in. I just felt like coming out and being aggressive, which is probably our best bet. We'll have to see how this last stage shakes out, but I'm glad that we were able to sort of maximize what we could on those first 2 stages there. So we'll have to see how it turns out. We'll probably be jumped here in about 10 laps with how the way some of these guys are running, but at least we're having fun. So hopefully we can make it in the playoffs on this last run here.
Again, man, we know it's going to get intense here with these last handful of laps. Like you said, it's going to be tough to even make it for some of these drivers. But, man, you've done such a well job here tonight. All 3 of you guys over at the No Chance camp have done well. And, hey, we're excited to see what you guys got lined up for us. And hopefully, if you make it through all this chaos here that ensues, we'll have a word with you in the future and be having you up here back in the booth. But, Morgan, congratulations on that stage win, man. We'll let you get back to your team. And, again, hopefully we'll be talking to you in a little bit.
10-4.
Oh, sorry. Did not mean to move him. He was talking. It was like that awkward pause for a second or two. Man, I feel bad now. Sorry, Morgan. All right, and it looks like the pace lights are off. And look at that, Chris. Justin Winters will be in the lead.
Yeah, I was going to say,
I want to say technically Mikey New is your leader, but he took the outside lane. So.
Sarah May saying, way to go, Elite 1, 2, and 3. Way to get out of the pits. Yeah, good pit stop there from the Elite Motorsports team. But I also see John Bradley Bill on the Facebook saying, this is just stressful to watch. Let me tell you, man, it is like we're not even in here racing. And, sometimes you might hear us get quiet because we're just like watching and intent, man. It's really crazy sometimes.
Well, it's one thing when you call racing and you just enjoy racing. It's another thing when you call racing, enjoy racing, and you've also been that driver in the racing that you're calling. So it's like there's sometimes me and Chris see things and we have to mute. We just have to either mute or just sit here for a second and sit in silence because we have to kind of digest or, take in what just happened and think, man, if I was in that situation, I'd be hot. And there is sometimes me and Chris get a little hot. We're like, man, did that really just happen? Like, I want to fight for him. So, you get it. But at the end of the day, we love all these guys, man. And, we're just drivers. We love watching these drivers. And sometimes I feel it. I feel it, John. I know exactly what you feel like, man. Last night in that Xfinity race, I had the hairs on the back of my neck standing up the whole race because I just felt like they were going to have the big one anytime. And they held it together. I'll give them credit. But
yeah, the hairs were standing up on my arms and neck so bad you could have literally taken a piece of paper and shaved my arm. That's how straight my hairs were, man. It was intense.
They're going to hit this restart zone here, Chris. Green flag should be coming out. And it is. Justin Winters, Mikey Neal, Adam Lancaster, and that 21 all getting off to some fairly good starts. The 21 off to a really good start. As we'll see him now get hung on that outside lane, the 7 and the 31. We should see the 21, though, foul back in, and he will.
Cutting it real close on that back bumper is that 21. See the 25 of Mikey Neal, though. He's going to assume that lead. So the 9 going to tuck behind him. Man, you see Justin Winters all over that back bumper of the 25. Anybody also, Mikey Neal will accept funds for Waffle House. So if anybody's like, wonder what I want to get Mikey Neal for Christmas. Waffle House gift card.
To get me that for Christmas.
Also, want to give a big shout out to Akamai Proctor. He's trying to get a sponsor or a partnership on Twitch. So everybody go check out Akamai's Twitch. He's probably streaming right now. It's Mo Better Motorsports. So M-O Betta Motorsports, B-E-T-T-A Motorsports. So go check him out. Maybe you can see him streaming on Twitch right now. And go drop him a like and everything. Give Akamai some love.
Big push to Mikey Neal Jr. from Justin Winters here down the back straightaway. As we're going to see that inside lane form up still. That's your top 4 that restarted. And all those exact positions right there still holding on and still managing. Frankie Barroso got Doug Neal, Taylor. I say Doug Neal behind him. 7. I was thinking of John Bradley Pill. I was thinking of Doug Newbigging. I was thinking of all of them. We got the 7 of Doug Newbigging right there. And then the 31 of Brandon Holder is going to head that outside lane. Ooh, big check up. That's the worst spot to be on the inside lane, like the 6th, 7th, 8th car on back, because the checkups are absolutely unreal. It's like when you're driving in traffic and you got that one girl driving in front of you doing her makeup and she's not paying attention. She's constantly hitting the brakes. And you want to get over so badly, but everybody's matching your speed on the outside lane. That's Superspeedway racing.
That is a terrible analogy.
Hey, it makes sense, though.
It makes sense, but man, that's a terrible analogy. Oh, hey, but it works. You know, if you get it, you get it. But right now, Brandon Holder's starting to fall back just a little bit. Looks like that outside lane's starting to lose a little bit of speed. But Josh, look at this. Travis Twitty moving his way up into that 14th position. So Twitty looks like he's tired of waiting. And Josh, also speaking of, Brian Terry on that rear end pack as well. So Brian Terry got tired of waiting.
Yeah, good to see the DeWalt machine up here. Brian Terry is running very strong here at Talladega tonight. It'd be good to see him get a strong finish. As you see him with that red Rocket sponsorship on the car tonight. Good to see him with that car out here. And thank you to Red Rocket coming on board for this race.
Their motto is, we get after it. Well, right now, Brian Terry is definitely getting after it. And also, if you saw that, the little pup on the picture, that is actually Reese. He is their official mascot. So Reese, is actually a little cute pup. I'm actually gonna bring this picture up here on here. See him? He's in the Rocket. He is definitely enjoying it. Reese is definitely a little cutie.
Reese going on a ride right now, sitting 16th in the Bluegrass Cup Series at Talladega. Only a second behind the leader.
Mo Abbott down there on that bottom lane. Looks like he's just going to go ahead and get out of the way. But Mikey Neal Jr. still in the lead right now. Got his 2 teammates of Justin Winters and Adam Lancaster right behind him. So Sarah Mays, if you're out there on that YouTube still, Justin Winters sitting up in that 2nd spot. Whoa, Morgan Bart looks like he's going to take a jump out to that outside lane, so it's going to separate it up. Maybe Morgan's getting tired of waiting. He wants to go ahead and take over the lead.
Yeah, it looks like that 21 is tired of sitting around and waiting in that 4th spot. He is going to pull to that outside lane. He's got the 31 of Brandon Holder behind him. Got to be careful, though. We know that 31's got the reputation of spinning some drivers here tonight, as he's been involved in 2 drivers getting loose off that front bumper. We'll see how it's going to manage here, though. I'm sure he's going to now try to play it safe as well, and we're going to see that 21 possibly roll up here to the front, depending on how well this 31 and him link up and try to work their way up. And it looks like there goes the 9 of Justin Winters, and the 21's definitely going to get a pull now to the front.
Yeah, you're going to see Justin Winters going to jump out and take that block. He's going to try to get at least a lap lead, which he will.
I was going to say, the 21's got to go under him right here.
Yeah, you're going to see
it'd be almost criminal to not make that move.
Let's see if Brandon Holder is going to push up behind that 9. Whoa, Adam Lancaster getting a little loose in that bubble back there. You're going to be that 3rd, 4th car back on that inside lane. It's going to start getting really loose, like we've been talking about all week. Just imagine riding behind a diesel. Whoa, you see the 31 and the 9. I see Stacy Johnson over on the YouTube page saying, I'm pacing the kitchen floor with the iPad, guys. I know she's out here watching that Brian Terry machine, currently sitting in that 16th spot. Man, she is definitely said she's pacing in that kitchen. Man, she's stressing right now. Justin Winters going to go ahead and pull himself up to the lead. So let's see if Jimmy Allen is going to get up here now. Look at that. Josh C.J. Mason moved himself up into that 4th spot.
Yeah, C.J.'s doing an excellent freaking job here right now, man. 22 positions gained. He's sitting in that 5th position. The other no chance guys are sitting in 17th and 18th. It looks like Matt and Zach decided to roll on towards the back a little bit. Only a second, 3/10 off. It's not like they're a counting mile away. They're literally right there at the bottom left of your screen. Looks like they're starting to pull back up, though.
Look at that, Josh. Brian Terry to the outside lane. He's going to tuck up behind the 15.
Here comes Travis Twitty behind Alex Huffman.
Now, I told Travis he had to lead 5 laps. I wasn't going to walk out of Talladega a happy man unless he led 5 laps. So Travis Twitty moving his way up. Maybe he can get shuffled up here and at least get one. I'll give him at least just one lap.
Just happy we're seeing all of our drivers race very well right now.
Yeah, you know, we're not biased to anybody in this league. We love every one of the Bluegrass boys and all the Bluegrass family. We love everyone. We're a fan of you know, like I always tell everybody, if you don't think you have fans, just think I'm one of them. I am a fan of every driver in the Bluegrass series, and I love to see every one of these drivers do good. So it's good to see drivers like CJ Mason. You know, he's really good in the truck series. Good to see him move himself up into that 5th spot right now. You know, also like we were saying, Travis Twitty, you know, also one of those truck series drivers, moved himself up into that 9th spot. You know, Brian Terry, who, you know, he's always wins the most improved driver, you know, always gets the cleanest driver. He just loves to cruise. He likes to get out there and just have fun. So good to see Brian Terry moved himself up into that 13th spot. So right now, everybody's just kind of cruising, though. I say cruising too wide on Talladega. That's just cruising, you know. But it's definitely kind of crazy when you think about it.
Yes, heat's starting to pick up though, Chris. We're about to have 35 laps to go here soon.
Riding on board here with Travis Twitty, though. We'll be riding on board with our Kinder Performance onboard cam. So doing a really good job, though. He looks like he's going to be tucking up to the back there.
Do you see Huffman's back sticker that says, "Sorry you're slow and was in my way"? Quote unquote, the issue.
I see.
Looks like Jimmy Allen might be getting back into the lead here, Chris.
Like Jimmy Allen, yeah, like you were saying, pushing on that outside lane. Let's see if he can get up here and promote himself into the lead. Justin Winter still hanging on to it right now. This is where you could see everybody just trying to get those couple of laps, trying to get those couple of points. Just, you know, because right now a lot of drivers riding on that bubble. Jimmy Allen is technically clear right now. The 9 is starting to tuck back up on that inside there. If they want to slow down that inside lane, they might need to lean down a little further. It looks like CJ Mason also clear.
Run, though.
Yeah, Jimmy Allen not going to leave that CJ Mason car out there by himself, though. Does look like they might go. Man, they are clear by a country mile right now.
Look at Twitty, baby.
Taking it to the inside lane, but that outside lane doesn't have a lot of cars on it now. They're gonna have to tuck down to that bottom lane. You see Jimmy Allen looks like he's gonna jump to the outside, so that way the 8 of Adam Lancaster has a little bit of a pull. He does. Excuse me,
CJ Mason to the lead, Chris.
CJ Mason to the lead.
The 8 and the 16 are pushing through corner. This is starting to crank up, baby. 35 to go.
Let's see if that 16 can get up here and lead in the lap.
Technically now.
Yeah, the 16 going to lead this lap. Adam Lancaster, excuse me, I keep saying Adam Lancaster. Alex Huffman looks like he's also clear on that inside lane. They're going to dive it down to the inside.
Looks like how many times I've had to stop talking about either or of them because I almost do the same thing sometimes too, Chris.
As we see right now, Travis Twitty, he's currently behind that 16. Well, it looks like there is a lap car up here.
Is that Mo Abbott?
Mo Abbott, it looks like he might take that top lane. No, it's not him.
Not Mo. We'll have to figure out who that is.
That's
it's Sheets.
David Sheets. Looks like everybody going to get by. Brian Terry moved himself up into that 8th position.
They called him in probably the best spot they could have.
That outside lane, though, is really falling apart, though.
No, Justin Winter's going to file back up there.
So lap 63, 94. Man, this is really kind of going crazy.
Look at Brian Terry, man, picking his moves.
Yeah, as I see over in the Facebook chat, Adam Stanley saying maybe it's about time to crank it up, and John Bradley Fields said, "What kind of voodoo are you wishing here? We know what happens when they crank it up."
Especially if I'm the one that's going to throw us to it. You don't want that right now, buddy.
Yeah, you don't want that bad juju. Yeah, it looks like that outside lane, man, just starting to fall apart. Travis Twitty stuck out there, but they could lean down there on that inside lane and door draft. That could really set up if one of those cars gets loose on the inside lane. But Josh, look back there behind him. Everybody's single file. Looks like Brian Terry going to jump back out to that outside lane. Might try to get up here and tuck up behind Travis Twitty. Maybe try to start getting a push on that outside lane again.
We need at least one more car on that outside lane for it to form back up here. Brian Terry's going to start getting a parachute on him if he doesn't get a car up there to help him here soon. Oh, looks like he might be pulling up to Twitty.
Yeah, he's starting to pull up to Twitty.
Never mind. I have a little bit less faith in these packages, and maybe I should.
Gonna have to keep it straight here, boys. That's gonna be the only way to catch up. You see Jimmy Allen. He tries to go down there onto that 15 and just door draft with him. That's gonna be what they need to do.
One thing you'll see is everybody will say, "Oh, go down another lane right there." Well, Talladega has a fourth lane that merges back into a third lane, so it's kind of like a gentleman's respect thing to not really pinch those guys all the way down to the tri-oval. You'll see it later in the race, but
there's also a really bad bump right as you're coming out of the tri-oval down on that bottom lane, and it will
send you sometimes.
Yeah, it'll send you all the way up to the top of the wall. So, you know, that's like Josh said, that gentleman's rule. You don't really pinch down to the bottom lane at Talladega when you're coming through the tri-oval, unless it's the final lap.
And 3 wide. You'll see it when it's 3 wide. There's definitely ways to make it.
There goes the outside lane, Josh.
Yeah, outside lane picking up. Oh, we're pitting. Oh, goodness. Here we go. Travis Twitty pitting from the third lane. No.
Nope. It looks like he's going to stay out.
He called it. Huffman, Winters, and Mason, though. I think we're going to see a lot of cars pit this time. Yeah, Twitty recalled it. He saw that he almost had a big old incident there. That would have been bad.
Stay off that bottom lane, man. Stay off that yellow line. I see you getting down there, Twitty. Woo-wee. Right now, yeah, Alex Huffman, Justin Winters, CJ Mason, Christopher Blanchard, all on their way out. You see everybody starting to single file down to the bottom lane. Mo Abbott up on that outside lane. Unfortunate for that 3 machine, but good to see him still out on the track. He should be able to get that lap back that he just lost, but you're going to see a lot of drivers pull it down pit lane here.
Maybe not as much as we thought. Thought I heard a lot more calling out. We still got a decent amount of drivers. 4 or 5.
So right now,
Mikey Neal will come in this time.
Frankie Barroso, Travis Twitty, Jimmy Allen, Scott Fritz, Brandon Holder, all down pit lane. So Alex Huffman, Justin Winters, CJ Mason, and Christopher Blanchard, they should be able to get back at least up here with these lead pack boys by the time they come out. As you see the 9 all over the back bumper of his teammate, trying to push him, get as much speed as they can to catch up with these boys. Brandon Holder, Jimmy Allen, all them out pit lane right now. David Sheets currently coming into pit lane. As you see right now, everybody looks like they're fanning into it.
I love this, man. Oh, 21, 3 wide into pit road, baby. Matt Grenier, he's going to be on that inside lane. You're going to see Lancaster get into his stall. There goes the 44 into his stall. The 15 going to get into his stall. Seven and the 77. The 70 and the 81 all have not pitted. And that'll be your only other drivers on the lead lap that have not pitted. It looks like they're catching a very blown up car there.
That is the 97.
Is that Alex Healy?
That is Alex Healy, yes.
Okay.
Good to see Alex Healy still out on the track, too, after that big flip, that big 540 flip that he did.
And there comes your lead pack that has not pitted. Down pit road, whoa, Doug Newbigging, big
Whoa,
lockup, so
big.
70.
Still getting them locked up.
They're all 3 locking up. Not only they got similar cars, they got similar taste in pit entry.
So let's see. It looks like Mikey Neal and co going to get out in front of everybody. Adam Lancaster.
Oh, my goodness. Mikey Neal is going to get passed so fast.
Yeah, he's all by himself up there.
Yeah, I feel bad for Mikey. He is about to get freight trained by like 6, 7 cars. What's their speed difference right now? 195 to what? $186. Yeah, they're 10 miles an hour fast. They're about to sit past him sitting still. Oh my God, no, there's none.
Whoa, they all checked up.
It got him up to speed. No, right into the corner entry. Them all having to check up themselves, I think, got him up to speed.
Oh,
But Doug Newbigging,
They're
is
split
gonna
up.
get passed, maybe.
Yeah, they're split up. That 77 and 7 are split up. That's not good. He's gonna have to fall in on the back end of the
He's
string.
gonna get a big pull right here. He's already up to 185. Huffy and Winters are gonna have to battle to get past him. It just shows you how fast these cars get picked up in that air. Did you see that backpack? Morgan Bard, Frankie Broso, Travis Twitty, Scott Fritz, and Go starting to catch up. It's crazy how these things work at super speedways, man. They all come down pit road too wide, multiple laps separating each other, on their pits. And then all of a sudden they just link back up because that's just how timing and it's just crazy. It still gets me to this day how super speedway pit stops work. Every time I tell myself, we're going to lose all this time, blah, blah, blah. And then they somehow manage to just be right back there in a lap or two. Super speedways get me too much.
As you're seeing the 77 and the 7 getting linked up, you see Morgan Bard starting to get a really big run. Wonder if he's going to take it to the outside lane. No, it looks like everybody just going to tuck in to that inside lane. Not going to see anybody jump to that outside lane just yet. We've got 24 laps to go. So wondering how long it's going to take these boys to get impatient. See Zach Nichols and that 54 Matt Kemp are going to be in that fourth and fifth spot. So we're going to see when they decide to jump up here into it. Matt Gridner all by himself. Right now, Wyatt Brackett currently out of the race, so he is the only person on his team right now that is up there by himself. So he's going to have to really hope that he's got some friends on the track because Adam Lancaster, Mikey Neal currently leading in front of him. So maybe he sees somebody jump out behind him, he'll jump out with him.
Whoa. That caught me off guard for a second.
Yeah, as it looked, that actually looked really cool, once I figured out what was going on, but it kind of scared me at first. But right now, your lead pack is pretty much just single file all the way back to Travis Twitty. Right now, Jimmy Allen, he's got a train of 3 cars. You see Scott Fritz with that damage, though. If he can stay in that middle pack,
Is he still missing his deck lid?
He is still missing his rear deck lid.
How is he keeping speed, man?
And as long as he stays in the middle of this, he will be okay. As soon as he jumps out and becomes the tail car, it'll really kill his momentum. As long as he's got the 31 back there pushing him, he'll be able to keep up. Looks like the 70 jumped out to the outside. Oh, actually, I take that back. Michael Sturgill is a lap down. So Michael Sturgill.
He must have had a penalty. Must have had a speeding penalty.
Yeah, he 70 uncharacteristic. Not normally going a lap down. So we'll see if he can get that lap back if we do have a caution. Because right now he is currently sitting in the lucky dog position.
Well, Chris, I think while we're single file, we're going to give the fans what they want. We're coming to 20 to go. We're going to take a moment to step away one more time, get re-energized to get this finish going. We're going to go to an LNS Customs Loud pedal, get those volumes cranked up, and enjoy these sights and sounds here while your field gets situated out with 20 to go. So we're going to take a moment to step away and enjoy this LNS Customs Loud pedal. We were talking about a car. welcome you back here. 15 laps to go in the Red Rocket 250. And it's going to be Mikey Neal Jr. in the lead, Adam Lancaster in second. Chris, do they have to pit one more time?
I don't know, Josh. It's actually what I was sitting there thinking under that turn that I was wondering, loud pedal, excuse me. I was wondering if they were going to have to actually come down and pit one more time. That is actually a really good question. We could see them come down at least one more time. If they start coming down, it's going to be around lap 10. That's going to be where you see those pit stops, because, or maybe they're hoping for a caution here. I see right now Christopher Blanchard coming down pit lane. He's currently a couple of laps
He's
down.
pitted at lap 65. No, he just went a lap down. He pitted at lap 65. Same lap as CJ Mason and Huffman Winters.
Looks like Christopher Blanchard coming down taking fuel only.
Just 7-second pit time. 7.98.
Yeah, so fuel only for Christopher Blanchard, maybe trying to set up himself for these pit stops. But like we said, they could be coming down one more time. Like I said, you probably would not see it until at least lap 10. Or 10 laps to go, excuse me. That would probably be when you would see these boys decide to bring it down pit lane. So,
I mean, we had guys sputtering. Yeah, CJ Mason's man. We had guys sputter at the stage, and that was 20 laps. 81 coming down of Taylor Peacock. Quiddy. So we're starting to get call-outs. Yeah, we got one more pit stop.
all right, so this is going to really shake everything up. Unless we have a caution, this could be the deciding factor. You got to get in and hit your marks. Doesn't look like any of the front guys are going to pull down pit lane just yet. Looks like Travis Twitty decided to stay out one more time. Maybe trying to see when these boys are coming down pit lane. As right now you see that Jimmy Allen and co, that three-car tandem really starting to get a lot of speed now up here, Josh. Taylor Peacock, CJ Mason down pit lane. Whoa, Akamai Proctor getting on the brakes real hard there. This is gonna be where you're make or break it. You see, that is the 97 of Alex Healy, so we'll see him stay on that bottom lane. Everybody gonna go up above him. Nobody coming down pit lane just yet. CJ Mason, Taylor Peacock on their way out right now. Akamai Proctor still on pit lane. So he had a bad pit stop, that 99. So we'll have to see if
Mikey
he
Neal.
can get back out. Looks like he's still down pit lane, so maybe getting tires and fuel. Should be on his way out here in any second. That 99 machine. He is on his way out now, so this could really, like we said, Josh, this could be the setup for the end of the race. 25.
See a good bit of the cars right here, Pit. Just watch Mikey Neal Jr. and you'll see a good bit come down with him. Oh, he was way too fast. Mikey Neal just got a penalty. Yeah. He just hit pit road at 70.
Oh, Mikey Neal there just shot himself in the foot.
Yeah. Matt Kemp. Zach Nichols Ellison, New Bigging, Bard gonna all stay out. And I want to say Bard coming down this time. Not sure if I heard any other drivers.
Like Brian Terry's still out.
He's coming down.
He's going to be coming down pit lane this time. He is really on his own, though, back there.
Yeah, not sure what happened to Brian Terry. He was running good right there earlier. It seemed like after this lap 67 pit stops, he just wasn't able to manage back. But look at this. We got the Lucky Ducks and the No Chance guys pitting together. Whoa! I mean, that was close from Zach Nichols.
Look at that, Alex Huffman, Travis Twitty on their way out right now. They should be able to get around. Did you see the 25? on his way out right now. Mikey Neal, man, bad pit stop there from Mikey Neal. Unfortunate for that speeding penalty, but it looks like fuel only. Looks like fuel only from everybody up here in the front.
Where's Twitty? He's coming back to us. Ten laps to go, Chris. Holy crap, man. If we've got almost every single car with no damage, this is about to be a Superspeedway ending if I've ever seen one.
Yeah,
I don't think that Twitty and them's going to get this lead from them. They're going to get close, but they're not going to get up there all the way. Whoa, this is going to be sketchy. Yeah, that looked a lot closer from the other camera, didn't it?
It did. Look at that, Josh. They're at least going to get up there on that back bumper. Big bump there. The 54. They're about
If
2
Huffman and
seconds
Code
off.
don't get bumping and going, they're gonna fall off.
Yeah, this 8, 29, and 12 going to have to really tuck up, start bumping. Because they're a lot closer. The 77, Matt Kemp. Man, 77 of Gabriel Ellison right now currently in the lead. Matt Kemp going to be bumping behind him. Zach Nichols in third. Doug Newbigging leading or on the end of that train. Alex Huffman, Travis Twitty, Frankie Barroso, Matt Grenier are going to be all back here. You see Matt Grenier on that outside lane. They're going to have to get tucked in if they're going to catch up. Or, man, if they're going to be riding too wide, this is going to be really detrimental. That's going to kill that speed. Whoa, those 6 up there on that top lane.
Yeah, the 21 even came over the radio and said, please stay in line. Like, they've got to go.
Yeah, they have got to get in line if they're going to catch these cars. There is a lot more of them. There's a lot more of them than there are of 4 up here, so they've just got to get together and start pushing.
Yeah, but these 4 up here are working together very well.
I see Adam Stanley on the Facebook saying this is going to be fun, man. This hasn't even started yet.
The meat is the no chance, guys. The bread is the Lucky Duck Motorsports, and that is a sandwich that's pulling away.
Right now, they're about 3 seconds, 3 6/10, so they're going to have to really tuck together, figure out which driver needs to be where. Because if they're going to make up any of this time, this is going to be now. It's going to be crunch time. Unless we have a caution off of a bad push.
You just had to say it.
I mean, it's one of those things.
We're coming up to
Superspeedway
5 to
racing.
go, though. I just don't know if they've got it in them. They've got to go.
It's slowly ticking off. It's about a 4-second gap now between him and the leader. So yeah, you see the separation between these boys back here. See Travis Twitty, it looks like he's gonna go ahead and
No, he's blinking.
oh yeah, he is blinking really bad. Okay. You saw that separation between all of them. Yeah, Travis Twitty really having an issue. You saw him get out of line. He's going to fall all the way to the back. So they're going to have to tuck up now about 4.5 seconds. This front pack's starting to run off and leave them.
Yeah, and they're starting to catch some lapped cars here in a second. 5 to go. 3-4 to go this next time by.
It's going to be Brian Terry, Mikey Neal, Adam Lancaster, and Scott Fritz in front of them. Right now, we're still seeing Alex Huffman and co. They're still about 4 seconds. They've made up a couple of tenths of seconds to catch up. But this is where you could see everybody starting to get a little pushy. We could see a spin off of somebody's front bumper. Four laps to go, though. This is where crunch time is really going to come into play. Who is going to be able to hold it together? Who's going to be able to keep the car underneath them? Like Adam Stanley said, man, this is going to be fun. This is where everything's about to get thrown out the window.
Yeah, right now with the current situation, it's looking like it's going to be Matt and Zach fighting Gabriel and Doug for the win.
Yeah, we're going to have two teammates. You see, like Josh said, you've got the no chance sandwich, and then you got the 54 and the 44 are the meat, and the 77 and the 7 are the bun. We're going to have to see which one of these boys decide to go with each other and when they decide to do it. The 54 and the 44 can work together, but the 7's going to be able to push up to the 77, and it's going to be a really big block fest. Because right now, Doug Newbigging is the gap between Alex Huffman and Douglas Newbigging.
They're not making any pace. They're going to allow Huffman to go. Maybe not.
Yeah, they are
Huffman
not making.
Does have damage. He has damage. Does Huffman have damage? Front right.
Yep.
Yeah, I guarantee you that's why.
Yeah, Huffy might need to drop to the back of that field and get on pull duty. Or push duty, excuse me. 2 laps to go. Right now, Gabriel Ellison is starting to catch the lap card pack. You see, I want to say that is the 06 of David Sheets up in front of him. Then you see the 13, Brian Terry, Mikey Dale, Adam Lancaster, and Scott Fritz. Excuse me, Adam Lancaster is the only one leading up there. Scott Fritz is with Taylor Peacock.
Wait, did Huffman just get wrecked?
It looks like just a bad push. White
Yeah.
flags out. This is the final lap, so everything's official. The 8 of Alex Huffman did go off the front bumper up to 21. But we saw a bad push. Let's see if we're going to have another bad push. This is going to be it. This is where you see the 44 and the 54 start working together.
Yeah, the 77's not in the best spot, is he? 7 going to pull out. He wants one of those guys behind him to go with him, but they're... Oh, the 44 got separated! Oh, is the 54 going to do it again? Is he going to do another photo finish, or will it be Gabriel Ellison? Here comes the... Oh, it's the 77. Oh, my goodness. I thought that was going to be Daytona all over again between Gabriel and the 54. They just said it in chat, too.
Alex Healy just said he left the infield care unit. He had severe brain damage, Josh.
Yeah. I would say after that wreck, you have a lot of severe damage thing. But, man, congratulations to Gabriel Ellison in probably what was our most tame race here all week.
Definitely a tame finish there.
Well, I love how it says usually you see disconnected, but it says Justin Winters retired. Usually you just see a lot of these guys able to do that pack racing, but with the way it was, happening right there, only 4 cars right there being up in the front. We didn't have multiple guys all the way up there to really battle it out, and then the lap traffic playing a little bit of a factor in it. It happens, man, but Gabriel Ellison doesn't care. He's going to take that win, and a very well-deserved win from the 77. He drove very well in that second stage right there. As he's going to get a very good burnout, possibly a Polish victory lap, Polish victory burnout. Put it in the wall. Oh.
As Lucky Duck Motorsport saying, what a finish. We got some new Finley hats to pass around here in Victory Lane.
There's his teammate Doug Newbigging pulling up. I was expecting, them to pull up, put it up, park it on the start finish, and just, try to get a cool picture. Nah, Gabriel just absolutely put it in him. And it looks like they are going to back out to their pit stall. And our results will pop up. Man, what a great race here to cap off the Talladega weekend. Gabriel Ellison Oh, also the regular season as well, Chris. You are right. Gabriel Ellison going to pick up the win with Matt Kemp second place, Doug Newbigging in third, Zach Nichols fourth, with Matt Grenier going to be finishing in that fifth position. Unfortunately, Morgan Bard going to finish in sixth after those guys not being able to get caught back up in that fifth position pack all back. So, it's unfortunate for those guys, Frankie, Travis, those guys that finish around that area. But, it happens at a super speedway, and some things don't always go perfectly for you. You picked up the stage to win. We'll have to see once Jason gets the points made up if that 21 and, all these other drivers were on the bubble, how they manage. But sixth place will go to Morgan Bard with Frankie Barroso in that seventh place. Travis Twitty, a very respectable eighth place, man, in the Cup Series here tonight. Good to see Travis pick up that eighth spot with Justin Winters in ninth. In that ninth machine, Brandon Holder, he is going to finish 10th here tonight with CJ Mason, who I want to say started this race all the way back in 27th, and he finished in 11th. So good job on that 55 to make up not only some good track position, still finish in that 11th spot. Scott Fritz, he's going to lose a decent amount of track position during the race, finish in that 12th spot. Alex Huffman on that lap coming to the white flag, he wrecked down the back straight away. He's going to finish in 13th, unfortunately. Taylor Peacock, he is going to finish in 14th position with Mikey Neal Jr. in that 15th spot. Adam Lancaster 16th. Brian Terry going to finish 17th with Jimmy Allen in that 18th position. Christopher Blanchard 19th with Sturgill Jr. in that 20th. Akamai Proctor going to finish 21st with David Farmer 22nd. David Sheets 23rd. Mo Abbott 24th. Alex Healy 25th. Dustin Slider 26th. Wyatt Brackett 27th. Dylan Butler 28th. And Austin Allen rounding out your field here in that 29th position. It looks like we do have all three of your drivers, though. And we are going to go ahead and bring up your race winner here tonight, Gabriel Ellison, and have a word with him. Gabriel Ellison, Chris, and Josh up here in the booth. Do you have a copy, buddy?
I got you.
Man, oh man, we were having a little bit of flashbacks of Daytona there at the end, but we got to say it was the reverse script of that here tonight. You're going to pick up the win at Talladega here tonight. Well, finished race. You had a great command there of the lead, and I got to say, it's probably tame compared to what we've had here these past couple nights, but like I was saying to the viewers, doesn't matter, man. You picked up the first win of the season for that 77 machine, and hey, capping off the regular season with a win at Talladega, got to feel good, I'm sure.
Yeah, super happy about it. Huge shout out to Doug Newbigging there. We had the team, pretty much it was 2-on-2 because he's a teammate, and Zach and Matt were together, but he was back there side drafting and kind of kept Matt from having help. So that really sealed the deal for me there. Yeah, I was thinking about that actually in the last lap. I was thinking about Daytona. It's like, God, I hope that don't happen again. I was planning on blocking this time, but I didn't have to, thankfully. But yeah, really happy about that. Glad that that pit strategy worked out. And huge shout to Matt and Zach there, because we got hooked up with them when everyone else in the lead pack pit, and we made 3 seconds on the field between us pushing and the pit stop. So they were great to work with on the track there, and that really set us up to have that little 4-car battle at the end.
Yeah, you guys had a great little battle right there. That's what we were talking about. We were calling it a lucky duck sandwich. You guys were the bread, they were the meat, and coming to that end battle right there. It's a shame that a little bit of traffic got in the way there. It would have been I think a much better battle if you guys.
Yeah, I think that helped me honestly, because that kept them from like the only way they had to go was up to the wall on the right. So I mean on the back, and then as soon as we got clear of them on the back, I just blocked the bottom, and they didn't have as much time as they would have if they weren't there. So I knew that they probably helped me out quite a bit. So a little bit of good luck there, but that's what it takes at these tracks.
Hey man, and like we were saying, we're sure you'll take it any way you can get it. Sorry, I'll move my mic up right here just a little bit. But we said you're sure you'll take it any way you can get it, man. You picked up that first win. I'm sure that gets that burden off your back a little bit. But Gabriel, this is going to set you up good here going into the playoffs. How do you think that 77 is going to run here as we start the round of 16 at Darlington? And just take us a little bit into the future, and how you think that momentum is going to set you guys up for Lucky Ducks going in here into the playoffs.
Yeah, hopefully pretty good. Hopefully carried in Darlington. I feel pretty good about it. I've been running. I've been close to win quite a few times, and just I've been just a couple paces. I mean, Zach Nichols has won over half the races. He's been hauling ass every week. So Superspeedway helps out a lot there. But yeah, I think a little bit of momentum. Feel pretty good about it. Hopefully, it can carry me into the playoffs real deep.
Hey man, well, we're looking forward to seeing that 77 pick up some more momentum, man. And we know it's a tough series to win in. You've picked up that first win, and congratulations, Gabriel. It's always a fun track to win at Talladega. We know we say it's kind of like Darlington. Everybody can say they hate it, but deep down, everybody wants to win there. So
oh yeah, for sure.
It's a much deserved win. And hey, Gabriel, before you get out of here tonight, man, if you've got any final thoughts, words, shout outs, anything before we let you get going, you're more than welcome to get them out there, and let you enjoy the rest of your night and get celebrating here.
Yeah, huge thanks to Finlay Hats, as well as RS Button Boxes and Natalie's Orchid Juice. And also a huge shout to Shady Designs, beautiful paint scheme, the fonts and everything. Everything looks good, needed paint. That's your guy. Huge thanks to Doug and Michael Sturgill there. We had good teamwork through that whole race. So, and thanks to you guys for putting everything on.
Yeah, man, we really appreciate you taking the time out of your night to come up here interview with us, Gabriel. Again, congratulations on that victory here tonight, man, and good luck going forward in the next week at Darlington. But we won't let you look too far ahead. Go celebrate and enjoy the rest of your night, buddy.
All right, thanks, guys.
Thank you, man. And that was Gabriel Ellison. All right, well, we're going to go ahead and bring up someone who's pretty familiar with this booth, Matt Kemp, that 54, your second place finisher here tonight. Matt Kemp, Chris and Josh up here in the booth. You got a copy?
I gotcha.
Man, well, we were thinking we were going to see another one of those finishes. I said it right there at the end. Is Matt Kemp going to do it to us again? But, hey, we got a little bit of lap traffic there at the end. But I got to say, you and that 44 were making some extremely good pace here tonight, coming from the back all the way up to the front. You started in 12th, finished in second here tonight. But, you think if that lap traffic maybe been a little bit different there, you guys been linked up, that 54 machine might have had a better shot coming to a victory circle here tonight?
Yeah, it was an uphill battle throughout the night for sure, but I just want to start off by saying I love plate racing. Holy crap, that was a freaking fun race. It was super cool how it came down to 2v2 at the end, and man, I thought it was going to be Daytona also because I was right on his bumper and I was hooked up, and I looked down at my temps into 3, and I'm like, I don't know, I probably should lift. And I'm like, all right, Zach's right there. I'll back up to him. And as soon as I lifted off of Gabriel's bumper, Doug came up and shout out to him. He timed it perfect, got on Zach's right rear, and I had no help. So it was pretty much over in turn 3. But man, that was so much fun, and frustrated it didn't work out for us. But man, that was a blast. That was so cool that we all ended up like that. But I don't know if the lap traffic would have made much of a difference. It really could have been the same situation either way. But man, that was fun.
Heck yeah, man. It was a lot of fun. You guys did such an excellent job keeping it green flag conditions tonight. We had a couple of wrecks here and there, but nothing that involved you guys up there in the lead pack or really anything like that. That we've really seen all week. We didn't have too much of the big one here or anything, so it was a very well managed race from not only you guys over at No Chance, but all the guys here tonight in the league. And I got to just say a big shout out on that. But Matt, I asked Gabriel the same question, and he was going into the playoffs now with his first win on the season tonight. You've picked up a couple wins on the season, and now we're going into the playoffs. As a driver, is that going to switch this mentality? We know we see some people get into the playoffs completely lose that momentum. How are we going to see that 54 manage as you go into the playoffs here and try to set yourself up for a championship run?
Yeah, that's also going to be an uphill battle because I'll be at the 500 next week, I'll be heading down to Florida next week for the 500. So I'm actually going to end up missing the first race of the playoffs. So I'm hoping those playoff points that we've gained throughout the season are going to be enough to carry us through on one race. So I'm not so sure it will be, but if it's not, we've had a great season and we're going to try to make it work, but we'll see.
Hey, hopefully we'll get to see that Kemp machine carry through. And hey, either way, man, enjoy your stay down there. That's going to be a fun race to go watch. And
I hope so.
But hey, Matt, congratulations on that second place here tonight, man. We're very excited to see what you guys got going here forward for us in the rest of the season. if you've got any final words, thoughts, shout outs, or anything before we let you get going, Matt, you can get them out there, and we'll let you get on out of here tonight, buddy.
Yeah, heck yeah. As always, appreciate you guys, everything you do. You do an awesome job. So fun to go back and watch. Shout out to Zach tonight. Holy crap, he did a hell of a job pushing me all night. There was 2 different times we had lost the pack completely, and he just did just good enough of a job to get us back up there. And I don't know if anybody else in the field could have done that. So heck of a job from him. He ran one of the best races, and just because he finished 4th, he probably won't get too much recognition for it, but he really did. So that was pretty cool. And shout out to Morgan too. Proud of him for getting he ended up 6th. He should be in playoffs too, so we should have 3 cars in there. So that's pretty awesome. So yeah, thanks to the league as well for everything and for putting it on. So it's been fun. Thanks.
Again, Matt. Got to say before we let you go, man, we noticed you and Zach getting that. We were calling it the 2010 11 2-car Tango right there. So you guys did one hell of a job, man. Not going to go unnoticed from all of us. Appreciate your words, man. And hey, hopefully we'll be talking to that 54 machine here in the future, man.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you. All right, that was Matt Kemp. Gonna go ahead and bring up Doug Newbigging and have a word with that Natalie's Orange Juice number 7 and our final interview of the night. Goodness, I could not get final out. It was like it was stuck. Doug Newbigging, Chris and Josh up here in the booth. Do you got a copy, buddy?
Yeah, I got you guys.
Hey, man. Well, we saw you finish 3rd here tonight, and what was a crazy little finish right there. A 2-man lucky duck battle and a 2-man no chance battle right there at the end. It was a 4-car tango between you 4, and it seemed like once you guys got up in the lap traffic a little bit right there, you were able to pull out and really slow that 44 down, and we saw the 77 grab his first one of the season. Were you also trying? I mean, obviously I'm sure you were, but was the mindset there going for victory, or were you in that predicament of where you thought you didn't have the car, so you were just going to help Gabriel right there?
I mean, I always, want to go for the win, but I mean, that was more of a team situation, I definitely say, because I knew that, they're such a good position there, being right behind the leader, where they could just time up a run very easily and just go right around them. So I knew with that lap traffic going past, and there wasn't really any of them near us to really help anyone, but at the same time, I kind of backed it up just a hair so I could get a run on Zach, just so I could, like they were saying, time it perfectly and just wrap right around him on top. So maybe that. And then with that side draft, I mean, once I got around him, I was able to clear him. And then, I mean, I was trying to go for 2nd, but I was most importantly just trying to push, Gabe for the win, because I don't want someone else from not on our team to win, obviously. So team first and then me 2nd, I guess.
Heck yeah, we know that mentality, man. Me and Chris have been in these 1st and 3rd situations here at the Super Speedways, and I'm always the one on your side of the situation. So I know what it's like to be the pusher, to be the helper, to think it's going to be set up so perfectly for you there at the end. I ought to come away with a 3rd. I mean, it's still very respectful here, man, at Talladega. This is one of those tracks that you got to give absolutely all here. And you did an excellent job, Doug. We're not going to take anything away from that. You and that 77 linked up so well tonight, and looked like all night you possibly did have the car to go up there and win the dang thing. But, Doug, we asked all the drivers this, and we're going into Darlington next week. We're carrying on in the playoffs. We know that 7 has been very consistent this season. You've showed a good pace. What are you looking for as we go in here into the next part of the season, and how are you looking to carry this momentum that you've been going into Darlington? And are you thinking that you could possibly pick up that win here this year too?
I mean, man, I don't know. Darlington, I'm not gonna lie, is one of my worst tracks by far in this game. I mean, I'm gonna definitely put a lot of I'm gonna put a lot of practice in it just to get ready and all that for it. But hopefully, I won't spin automatically off of 4 on the first lap. That'd be nice. But yeah, I mean, 2 third places in a row. I mean, this is exactly what I wanted from the start. I just kept having bad luck here and there, and now it's finally just starting to all shape together. So, I mean, with everything going on, I'll be happy with the top 10, top 5 at Darlington. If I could win it, then heck yeah, you know what I mean? But I think it's definitely going to have to take something to happen on track, if anything is going to happen. But, anyways, the schedule, I mean, there's tons of good tracks still left for me to run at that I think I could easily win by far. So I'm looking more for those than Darlington, in my opinion.
Hey, we all know how it is, man. Like we were saying earlier, Talladega, Darlington, those 2 tracks that everybody can hate, but at the same time, at the end of the day, they also would love to win there. But Doug, it's been an excellent job watching you carry yourself through the regular season, and you've done an excellent job. And, like we said to Gabriel a moment ago, a very stacked field and a very tough field to even place in the third, fourth, fifth position in. And you guys have done an excellent job. Lucky Ducks have all looked very solid this season. And going into the playoffs, we're very excited to see what you boys got for us. But Doug, if you've got any final words, thoughts, shout outs, anything before we let you get going here tonight, man, you're more than welcome to get those out there, and we'll let that 7 machine get on its way tonight.
Yeah, sure. I'd like to thank Natalie's Orange Juice products. They're great. Main sponsor, Car, love them. RS Button Boxes, Finlay hats, Shea Designs for making this beautiful paint scheme, and the throwback paint scheme, last week was just beautiful. Gabe and Michael for being up there the whole race, and we really controlled the field. That was awesome. John for letting me join the team. And then also, Matt Kemp, Zach Nicholas, thanks for having a little gentleman's agreement between the four of us, just pull away from the field. I mean, that was great. That was honestly couldn't have gone better than that, really, to put on a show, that 2v2 show. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a great show right there, man. You boys going out there, putting on a good little bout, and we got to see a great finish of the race tonight. And Doug, congratulations on your regular season, man, finishing third here tonight. Hopefully we'll see you go forward with some tracks you're comfortable with, and maybe we'll be talking to you in Victory Circle, hopefully one of these days. And other than that, man, congratulations, and hopefully we'll be seeing you here within the next week or two.
Yeah, Bruce, hopefully I'll make it 3 in a row. That's a plan.
Yes, sir. Well, have a good night, man.
Yeah, see you guys.
All right, and it sounds like you said Jason was ready, Chris. All right, and it does sound like we do have Jason Collins ready for our round of 16 points, correct? All right, I'll go ahead and get Jason up here then. Jason, you got the round of 16 points, sir?
Yes, I do. You guys are not going to believe the round of 16 coming up, guys. It's going to be insane because total different cast of characters than what I had anticipated are going to be in the round of 16 playoffs. On the outside, unfortunately, due to missing tonight's race, Matt Lee, man, his automatic bid to the playoffs is null and void now. So that opened up a spot for one of our guys that was technically on the outside looking in. And Justin Winters is going to take that 16th spot away from Matt Lee for not participating in tonight's race as part of the stipulations for your automatic win to count. So Justin Winters is going to be our 16th position. Doug Newbigging, Mikey Neal, Adam Lancaster, Alex Huffman, Brandon Holder, Matt Grenier, Scott Fritz, David Farmer, White Bracket, Frankie Barroso, Morgan Baird, Mo Abbott, Gabriel Ellison, Matt Kemp, and Zach Nichols round out your top 16 for the start of the playoffs. And boy, oh boy, that's a big shakeup, man. Having Matt Lee not show up tonight and knock himself out, basically. Unfortunately, that's name of the game. You got to make the minimum amount of races for it to count. And with him not participating tonight, it knocked him out, man.
Man, well, that is going to be a big shakeup then. And then going into the round of 16, it's about to be insane, man. We're going to Darlington next week. I can't wait. I know you're excited, Jason. You're going to be a part of the Xfinity series. It's going to be a good round of 16 and a good playoff series here.
Yeah, man. Basically, once I get all the bonus points figured in for stage wins and regular season points, obviously the standings will, they'll change somewhat from what they are currently. But in no particular order, that was the names. There's a bunch of them that have 2,000 points because they obviously don't have a win and they don't have their regular season bonuses added in or their stage bonuses added in yet. So once I do that, that'll shift all those names around. Those names are not in any specific order, like I said. So don't think you're dead last because your name got called first, or think you're dead last because your name got called last, or anything like that. Points will be added in again tomorrow. I'll finish up all those and get all the little stage breaks bonuses and regular season bonuses added in. So yeah, man, I'm excited, dude. This is going to be pretty awesome. I can't wait to see what happens next week at Darlington. Everybody knows Darlington is a racy track. It's a driver's track. Anything can happen, man. I mean, it's playoff season. no holds barred. Things are going to get a lot more spicy, and you're going to see a lot more people, teams working to help guys advance to the next round, I'm sure. So the drama will continue, man. If they cannot say that this is not an exciting time to be part of sim racing, because it is for sure, man. This you can't get this kind of action. The points battle literally came down to this, final spot, and all that came down to tonight. Like, I wasn't sure who was going to get in. I was trying to do the math and figure it up during the race, and I knew Winters was about 10 points out. He had to finish about 10 positions ahead of Baird, secure the spot, and then you had Lancaster, who was there, then Farmer, who got in a wreck. So that flipped it all. That changed everything. After I'd sat there and figured it up, I had to refigure it up. I was like, you know what? This is just too much math. I already do enough of that as it is during the week. So I'm just gonna stop and let it see what happens at the end. And I couldn't believe it when I seen Matt Lee side. That was a big, like, whoa. That shook everything up. So you've got Lancaster, Winters, and Huffman and Mikey. Those 4 teammates, they all made it. You got Newbigging and Ellison, they made it. And then you've got Matt and Wyatt. You've got Frankie, Mo, and Scott. Who else we got here? Zach, Kemp, and Morgan. Those are teammates. So yeah, man, it's looking interesting. I think the only 2 guys that we got that are really solos are Brandon and Farmer. I think that's it. Everybody else is pretty much on a team. So should see a lot of working together next week, and a lot of different things happening. We're going to let them race it out. That's all. That's what it's about. We let them race it out as long as nobody's doing anything stupid and intentionally wrecking people. We'll let them race it out and see where they come out at the end of it, man.
Oh, it's going to be a bare knuckle brawl. Well, Jason, if you don't got anything left for us, man, we'll let you get out of here. And heck yeah, man, this is going to be a good playoff season.
Absolutely, guys. Appreciate y'all, and we'll catch you next week. We'll be doing dirt racing tomorrow night, so we'll catch you guys next week.
Yes, sir.
All right. Later, fellas.
Sir. Later. Thank you, Jason.
Thank you.
And that was Jason Collins. Oh, Chris, you heard it, man. He even said anything can happen. Well, anything really can happen. Matthew T. Lee will not make the playoffs. Justin Winters will make it on the final transfer spot because of a missed race, because he didn't make his limit for minimum races to pass on a race win. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that's
you think is going through his head once he finds out that?
I don't know. I don't want to be in the Discord that morning. I just want to say that, but it's gonna be a lot of fun going into next week, though.
Oh, it's gonna be an absolute blast. Well, we got to say over here in the Bluegrass booth, just a big thank you, all of our sponsors: LNS Customs, ButtKicker, Barber Ford Motorsports, Kinder Performance Group, all the people that make it possible, especially coming on board here tonight for the Red Rocket 250. All the people over there at Red Rocket. Appreciate everyone on the Facebook, on the YouTube chat. If you're on that YouTube, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Turn on the notification bell. You want to be notified when we go live next week at Darlington. The Truck Series has an awesome championship battle that's about to go down. So does the Xfinity and the Cup as well. This is going to be a great next week at Darlington, and it is going to be awesome. Me and Chris are very excited to get basically from one home to another home track, with now Darlington only being an hour away from where we live in South Carolina. We're basically getting a treat to ourselves. This is going to be awesome. So you're not going to want to miss it. We're very excited to see all you guys, gals, brothers, sisters, mothers, fathers, whatever you are over in the Facebook chat. And got to say a big old thank you to the Bluegrass faithful once again. And this is going to be Chris and Josh up here in the Bluegrass booth saying thank you, good night, and we'll see you next week, Monday, 9 p.m. at Darlington for the Truck Series.